Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a cryptid encounter video about the Bigfoot of Whitehall, New York. The story I'm doing is from 1976. But before I get into that, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book Western science fiction Western series called Drifters. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out called The House Off Farrago Road. I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President, and I wrote a 2-book series. So far it's 2. The first one is Vanguard 1. The second one is Task Force Terminus. It's science fiction set in the future. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. So if you enjoy a good book, check those out. I hope you enjoy them. Now, on with Whitehall, New York, 1976. On August 24th in the evening of August 24th, 1976, teenagers Paul Gosselin and Martin Paddock were driving along the back roads around the farms outside of town, around Whitehall. Whitehall sits on the edge of the Green Mountain National Forest. The area has long been a hotspot for Bigfoot and UFO sightings, as well as other paranormal events. Excuse me. While the boys were driving along, they heard an odd sound. They thought it might be the scream of a woman in distress. So they loaded their shotguns and turned around to see if they could help. They figured somebody was getting attacked or whatever. The creature they saw was 7 to 8 feet tall, muscular, human-like, with dark fur and red eyes. It saw them at the same time they saw it, and it charged at them. So they punched the gas and sped out of there. They freaked and just ran away, and you can't blame them. Down the road, they met Gosselin's brother. I believe his name is Brian. Brian. Brian is a local law enforcement officer manning a speed trap. Brian reported the sighting per procedure. He called his father, who was a police sergeant in Whitehall, and then the state police and the sheriff's department. Neither the sergeant nor Brian could leave their post to investigate, so the two teens went and picked up their friend Bart Kinney. They drove back to Aber Road. They saw the creature again. A search party of about a dozen people was formed. Some of the party, including at least 2 law enforcement officers, saw the creature across a meadow, but it was long gone before they could get there. The next day, Brian Gosselin revisited the area with a state trooper. They had a much closer sighting, spotlighting the creature from 30 feet away with his flashlight. The creature screamed, again sounding like a woman in distress, threw its hands in front of his face, and fled off into the woods. They did not pursue the creature, and you cannot blame them. 7 to 8 feet tall, yeah. No, I wouldn't pursue it either. Brian Gosselin wrote a book about his encounter titled Aber Road, The True Story. I've not read it, but I've heard it's a good read. Over the next week, several people reported sighting the creature. Some of them actually shot at it. Several UFOs were also spotted in the skies during that time. Sightings of Bigfoot-like creatures persist in the area even through today. The town has become somewhat of a tourist attraction and a center for cryptid research. Whitehall has 4 statues, one of which is on a golf course where the owner sighted the creature. You're going to love this. His report claims the creature had red laser beams shooting from its eyes. That doesn't say animal, that says alien or machine or something like that. That's my take on it. Whitehall has passed legislation to protect Bigfoot. They've also named it the town animal. They even have an annual Sasquatch calling festival where entrants try out their best Bigfoot calls. This town has fully embraced Bigfoot. They call it the Beast of Whitehall. It is a wonderful tourist place to visit if you get the opportunity to go there. do so. I passed through there, 2003, I think it was, something like that. And I didn't get a chance to stay. I wish I could have. But the scenery is beautiful. The townspeople are absolutely friendly. For whatever reason, they have embraced Bigfoot, and they're trying to become Bigfoot Central, as it were, and they're doing a pretty good job. Okay, it's all lighthearted, it's all upbeat. Considering the fact that the first time they saw this thing, and I mean the Bigfoot had been seen many times before that, but in 1976, the first time these kids saw it, it charged at them. That that would kind of freak me, but hey, each to their own. All right, well, that's all I got for that one. And if you have any more information, please stick it in the comments. I'm sure we'd love to read them. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Clarissa Lowe, a historian from the future. Delmore Kane, a Civil War veteran turned outlaw. This oddball pairing faces a conspiracy of epic proportions spanning the centuries. If you like action and adventure westerns with a splash of science fiction and fantasy, check out my book series Drifters and their ongoing adventures.